And there we go. We are live. I told you people I wouldn't be here this week, and I am. Sucks for you, huh? I don't have anyone with me this week, so you all get to deal with more of my beautiful face. I know. It's actually great for you when you think about it. Some reason we are not showing up live right now on the fucking. God damn it. Anyway, we'll jump right into the Thursday night recap. That was a weird fucking game between the Steelers and the Vikings. I think is we all knew it would be because it's two weird fucking teams. The Steelers should have already been preparing for life after Big Ben. They're clearly not. Clearly haven't been. Um, the Vikings, you go up 29-0, and then you let a bad team back into the game like that. That's just awful. I don't know. Not much to say about that. I don't know what's going to happen with the Vikings after this year. Both of these teams are going to look a lot different next season. Jump right into picks for the week. 1 second, pull up DraftKings. I love when DraftKings actually does the 1:02 p.m. start time instead of 1 o'clock p.m. because we all know the ball doesn't kick off at 1 o'clock. It's just nice to see that sometimes. We got the Ravens and the Browns today. The Ravens are favored by 3. This is one of the more schizophrenic Ravens teams I think we have seen in recent memory. And I mean, they're a John Harbaugh team, so they're like naturally schizophrenic. And this year, it's just worse than usual. I'm taking the Browns in that game. I don't trust Baltimore right now. I don't trust Cleveland either. But I took them to beat Baltimore the last time, and they didn't. So the divisional games, usually they split. I'm going to take Cleveland again this week. We got the Seahawks and the Texans. This is a game that the Seahawks should win. I don't know. I still don't like the Seahawks. Ian Rappaport can tell me they're in win now mode as much as he wants because of Adrian Peterson. You're still 4-8. You'll be 5-8 after this week. The Texans suck. Jaguars and the Titans. I mean, you can't bet on the Jaguars right now. You couldn't bet on the Jaguars this year before all of this more shit with Urban Meyer came out. I mean, this dude is, I don't know how he's still actually in his job. I mean, this guy going out telling coaches in an NFL locker room to defend their resume when he's never done anything in an NFL locker room. He's only done things when he's in perfectly made situations, just like Ohio State and Florida, and he can recruit whatever player he wants and do whatever he wants, and he has full control. And it's not that way in the NFL. You're not the best team every week. You're not the most talented team every week. You can't win off of talent in the NFL. You have to actually coach. And hey, I don't know if Urban Meyer can actually coach. Mike Vrabel can. The Titans will win this. It's an 8.5-point spread. I will take the Titans to cover 8.5. I don't think the Jaguars are very good, and I don't think they're going to do very good this week, given everything that's come out. The Saints and the Jets. I don't really need to give much analysis on this, do I? I'm not picking the Jets. I'm a normal human being. I don't bet on the Jets. We got Kansas City and Vegas. That's a 9.5-point spread in favor of Kansas City. I will take Kansas City to win this game. I am not taking them to cover a 9.5-point spread. The Raiders haven't been playing as good as they were in the beginning of the season. The Raiders are still not a bad team, and I'm not as completely sold that Kansas City's just cakewalking their way back to the Super Bowl as the media wants me to be. We got Washington and Dallas. Dallas missing a few guys this week. This is a big game for Dallas. This is a big game for both teams, obviously. I am taking Washington in the upset today. I do not trust this Dallas team. It's the same thing year in, year out with Dallas, is when they get punched in the mouth and they face adversity, they cannot overcome it. We are seeing it this year. We've seen it every year. It's going to keep happening. It's at the end of the day, it comes down to a coaching problem. Mike McCarthy, I've been questioning that. I just don't trust Dallas. They should win this game. I don't think they will. I like what Washington's been doing the past few weeks. I can't trust Dallas. The Broncos and the Lions. This is an 11.5 point spread in favor of the Broncos. The Broncos should steamroll the Lions. I don't know. Dan Campbell is not as good a coach as the media wants us to think. I guess they're not a winless team anymore, but now they just feel like a one-win team instead of a winless team. I'll take the Broncos to win that. I'm not taking 11.5 points for them. The Broncos are not a great team. They're still not a great team. I know they're playing a terrible team, but I'm not laying an 11.5 point spread on an offense as bad as the Broncos. The Chargers and the Giants today. The Chargers, what are they missing? Half their offense on the fucking COVID list right now. We got Keenan Allen is out. Mike Williams is out. If you can grab Jalen Guyton in fantasy today, which I did, that is probably a great move. I still am going to take the Chargers to win this game. That's a 9 point spread. I don't know how good I feel about a 9 point spread when they're missing literally half of their offense. I would not play that, even though the Giants suck. But I will take the Chargers to win this game. I'm just not playing that high of a point spread when half their offense is out. We got the Bills and the Buccaneers at 4:30. This is just beautiful irony that Buffalo gets to play. Now gets to face Tom Brady after getting emasculated at home by the Patriots. You got a Belichick masterclass. Now you get a Brady masterclass. Because all things are right in the world. Buffalo needs to suck. This is the game this week. This is where we'll finally see how much the loss of Trey White hurts Buffalo. The Monday Night Crew last week wanted you to think that the loss of Trey White was the reason that the Patriots were running so good on the Bills. That didn't make any sense to me. This is where you'll see how much the loss of Trey White really hurts Buffalo, and I think it hurts them in a huge way. Tampa is going to come out slinging the ball, and they're probably, knowing Brady, he's going to come out targeting whoever's filling in for Trey White. He's going to take advantage of his mismatches. I think this is a 4 point spread. Play that. I think Tampa will walk right over Buffalo today. Buffalo's season is going to start to fall apart. You heard it here first, folks. 49ers and the Bengals today. I went a little back and forth on this game because I have liked what I've seen out of the 49ers the past few weeks until last week. And the Bengals, I like the Bengals. They are a little inconsistent. I'm taking the Bengals in this game. I just think Joe Burrow is enough firepower himself to overcome a 49ers offense. It's really just based off of Deebo Samuel at this point. We got the Bears and the Packers today at 8:30. This is pathetic that you couldn't flex this game out of the Sunday night spot. Really? Like this is your Sunday night game, is the Bears and the Packers. You knew at the beginning of the season that this wasn't going to be a good game. And you're like, hey, end of the season, Sunday night when things really matter. Yeah, Bears and the Packers. That's what people are going to want to watch. That game that will have absolutely no impact on anything that's going on. Yeah. The Packers are going to win this game. It's an 11.5 point spread. They're probably going to cover that. The Bears suck. The Bears are terrible. If Matt Nagy is not fired after this season, then I think it is beyond any reasonable doubt that he has dirt on the owners of Chicago, and that's why he still has a job. That's the only thing that makes any sense. It's just like the Marvin Lewis situation in Cincinnati. There's no reason he has a job. He has dirt. He's got pictures of the owner with somebody that he shouldn't be with, and that's why he's got a job. I'm sorry. That's it. We don't know what the owner, what he's got on the owner of Chicago. Matt Nagy's got fucking something. The Rams and the Cardinals at tomorrow night at 8:15. This will actually be the game. This should be the game of the week. That's a 2.5 point spread in Arizona's favor. I am going to take Arizona to win and cover that 2.5. Arizona beat LA last time without Kyler Murray playing. The Rams are a good team. I am still not sold on this team because they are still fucking painfully inconsistent at times. They're another schizo team to me. I love the way Arizona's been playing this year. Even without Kyler and without Hopkins, they held it together pretty good. I think it'll be a much closer game than the last time. But I'm going to take the Cardinals in this one because I'm not fully sold on the Rams yet. That's all we got for game picks. Don't forget, folks, this episode is brought to you by glitchenergy.com. You can use code BCMG for 25% off, not 20% off. It's great stuff. It's actually not that bad for you either. I'll tell you that every time I advertise it. But anyway, it is that time of year. It is time for terrible Twitter takes. We have some awful takes this week. First up, I have Andy Reid is a better all-time head coach than Bill Belichick because Bill Belichick never won a Super Bowl with a quarterback on a rookie contract, except for the 3 times that he did. Just because you weren't alive when things happened doesn't mean they didn't happen. Next, I have a Chiefs fan with Patrick Mahomes has already done more than Tom Brady because he's gone to 3 straight AFC championships, and apparently Tom Brady didn't do that, and you're right. He went to 8 straight AFC championships. Again, just because you didn't watch football when these things were happening doesn't mean they didn't happen. We got a Buffalo fan. This was a beautiful one last week. Saying, why is Belichick getting credit for his game plan when Buffalo did the same thing? What? No, they didn't. They had the exact opposite game plan. What? They did the same thing. Josh Allen threw the ball 30 times. The Patriots threw the ball 3 times. How are we saying that's the same thing? Did you not even read the box score? I mean, fuck. That doesn't make any sense. And then I have to go to Mina Kimes. Congratulations, Mina. I'm gonna stay out of your mention. You're in my menchies now, okay? I'm mentioning you. This proves that he doesn't trust Mac Jones throwing the ball. I talked about this on Untitled Weekend the other day. What the fuck are you people talking about? Are you just on drugs? And if so, who's your guy and what are you getting? Because maybe I want to try it sometime. He doesn't trust him to throw the ball. That means that you're ignoring a week ago when the top-ranked defenses in the NFL couldn't run the ball, so he threw it 30 times for 300 yards and 2 touchdowns. And it means that you're ignoring his 4th career start and pissing rain at Gillette Stadium, the highest viewed football games ever played against the reigning Super Bowl champions and the greatest quarterback of all time with no running game, and he let Mac Jones throw the ball 40 times, and they almost won the game. But yeah, no, he doesn't trust him. No. All that game, the fact that Mac Jones only threw 3 passes says to me was that Bill Belichick was not afraid of Josh Allen. It's not indicative of what he thinks of Mac Jones. It's indicative of what he thinks about Josh Allen, the Buffalo Bills offense. And what he thought about them was, he can't fucking score on me. And he was right. Because the Bills started 3 drives inside the Patriots' 50, walked away with 7 points, and I think Belichick said, "Oh, fuck it. I'm going to run 4 fucking plays all day because he can't do anything." And then you saw that at the end of the game, the zero blitz to end it on 4th down. He said, "Oh, I bet you Josh Allen can't make the fucking throw." And guess what? Josh Allen couldn't make the fucking throw. Oh, and then also all you Bills fans who want a dome, you guys are fucking soft, huh? That's how bad we fucking broke you. You want a dome now? Now you want to be a dome team? Big bad Buffalo? Oh, it's Buffalo weather. You were going to beat us with Buffalo weather? And now you want a dome because you got fucking emasculated at home? And just admit it. You got embarrassed. Belichick doesn't own rent. Doesn't just have rent in Sean McDermott's head now. He's taken out a fucking mortgage. Bill Belichick owns an estate Bill Belichick owns an estate in Sean McDermott's head right now after that game, and it's fucking glorious. And apparently he owns an estate in all of your fucking heads. And you want a dome now because you couldn't play a game in the wind because you got beat up? You fucking pussies. Go ahead and make a dome. Fucking clowns. Anyway, that's all we got this week. Obviously the Patriots went on today, so I had to go a little bit extra on that. Quick episode, I know. I didn't have time to get anyone because I didn't know I'd be actually doing this show today, like I said. So, yeah, anyway, as always, I am the General, Steven Reisner. You can find me at Reisner_Steven on Twitter. Yeah, that's it. Get your bets in, get your fantasy lineup set. We got playoffs starting after this week. I will win one league and be eliminated in one league because, hey, that's how it fucking goes for me. Once you're good in one league, you got to suck in the other. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, and we will be back next week.